How's everybody doing today? Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Do all the stuff that helps me out and helps out the channel and helps out the conversation as well. So feel free to do that. Good morning, Taylor. Let's see. Let's put this here. Copy. Good morning, George. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Nelita? Nelita? I don't know how to. I'm horrible with names, but hopefully you can correct me. But feel free to check out the link to BTCC down below, or actually in the chat. Wearing these sunglasses because this light was bright today. The light that's in front of my face, it was just bothering me this morning. Can't you sleep? I mean, I usually sleep, yes. I sleep a lot. I typically record. I said it correctly. Okay, thank you for letting me know at least. Matt, finish your story. I don't know what story you're talking about. I never finish a story. But yeah, I typically sleep quite a bit. I get like 6 hours of sleep every night. He's been up all night. No, no, I haven't. I have not. I had to drop the kids off at school at 7, so we got until then to live stream, and then we can go into some things. But Dogecoin looks amazing. Actually, a lot of things look amazing. Bitcoin hit 81,000. I don't know if it got higher actually, because from what CDC says, and maybe that's just the way that they say it. From what CDC says, Bitcoin got to 80. Oh, it's at 82,000 right now. From what CDC says, it got to 83,000. It's currently at 83,000, which I don't agree with. All-time high, it says on CoinMarketCap, is $82,247.59. So, Cody Rhodes reference. I saw you wearing his shirt. Got you. Finish your story. Got you. Sorry. Glasses? Yes. The light was just extra bright today. As I was going through research and looking through things, sometimes when I wake up super early, the light can be a burden. The sunglasses will probably come off at some point. Maybe not. I don't know. We got 72 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Also, make sure you check out my Twitter and Patreon down below. Okay, there we go. 82,000, yeah, 82,600. It says 82,200 was the high. But then when I go on CDC, I can't go on CDC now. But when I go on CDC, it shows 83,000. And maybe that's just because CDC always has inflated prices. So maybe that's the case. Sunglasses is the future is that bright. I mean, I've made that joke plenty of times. It's just too exciting. I mean, it is. You're right. Holding 30K Doge at 10 cents average, that's amazing. Again, the only Doge I have is over in my Margex, which I have, let's see, $500 worth. But it's at a $1,253 gain, which is great because I'm doing a 5x leverage. I only traded with $100. I'm doing a 5x leverage. Let me show you guys. So right here, $100, 5x leverage at 8 cents, currently at 28.29 cents, and we're seeing it up $1,250 total, which is absolutely fantastic. I've already made on top of this, well, technically, whoever's in the copy trading portfolio has made 700 plus dollars, $800 at this point from this. But then I can also take profit here if I wanted to, and be happy with that. But this is all gravy. It's all and where it stands or where it was at the low point. I don't think it's going to get there anytime soon. Meaning that we have a lot of room for growth and we can settle upon that. I mean, the fees are very minuscule. So, have you started to take profits or is it too early? I mean, in certain things, you can take profits. So for me, in my main like outright positions that I hold, so like, Jasmine Coin and XRP and Ethereum and all of those, have I taken profits? No. And the reason why I haven't taken profits is because they're not at any of my exit strategy prices. For leverage trading, yes, I have taken profits. I usually wait until it gets to a 300% gain, and then I'll take half of it so I can basically be trading with what's left, right? With all the profits rather than just the initial investment. So I'll take my initial investment plus a little bit of profit, leave the rest that's in there. And I've done that so many times. And I plan on doing it more and more. Um, Obviously, with Dogecoin, I already did it. And I plan on doing it with Ethereum once Ethereum reaches like 3,500. So, yeah, 3,500, which would be a 300% gain, about a 300% gain. So I guess it's going to be about 3,600, which would be a 319% gain. Your estimated P&L will be $6,217 plus the $2,000 that I have there. So I would take half of that, which would be a total of $4,000. I would have my initial investment plus a plus an extra 2,000 or 100% over that. So I would take $4,000 total, leave $4,000 in there, and let that hopefully flourish. But that's really the plan with that. And we'll see that work as time goes on. Let's see. Bitcoin currently stands, if we wanted to give you guys an update, let's look at where everything is. Bitcoin currently stands at $82,016.47. It's up by 3%. Volume, we're looking at $80 billion worth of volume for Bitcoin. Up 64%. It's sitting at a $1.62 trillion market cap. If we go back and look at altcoins, Ethereum is sitting at the 3,200 mark. It's slightly up on the day. We're probably seeing Bitcoin's dominance take over that. One big thing, right, is that Solana has reached a $100 billion market cap. I don't know if this is the first time it's ever reached a $100 billion market cap. I think it got close a couple of times. So I know it was over this price point, but it also had less supply. So where it stands right now, it is currently at a $101 billion market cap. Did not resist from it. It's at a $101 billion market cap right now, which is great. BNB is at a $90 billion market cap. You can see Dogecoin is at a $42 billion market cap. It's sitting at an $18 billion in the day in volume. What's really leading the way? You have Tether that's leading the way at $194 billion in volume. Bitcoin, $80 billion. Ethereum, 45. Dogecoin is next. Then you see a USDC. It's crazy to see that Dogecoin has more volume than USDC, right? Then you have 9 billion for Solana. Shiba Inu seeing 6 billion. Pepe is seeing 5 billion. So things are definitely moving quite a bit. And obviously, Dogecoin is looking like it's back. 22% up in the day. Fantastic. So can you answer a question? So if it does go down, what do you lose? If what goes down, what do I lose? Like if Dogecoin goes down, what do I lose? Are you asking about like my leverage trade? So if everything collapses to lower than my cost basis, obviously I have to get to a liquidation point to lose everything that I invested. But for Dogecoin specifically, I wouldn't lose anything. I already took my $700 for, let's say I invested a total of $200 in there. And I think it was $200 in there. And I saw an opportunity as it did get up to a level of, I think, 20 cents, 19 or 20 cents. I took half my investment and plus, I took my initial investment plus my profit and a lot of profit. It was like $700 plus the $100 that's there, so a total of $800 that I took out. Left $800 in there. It's currently worth 1,200. I would not lose anything if that came completely back to zero. I would not lose anything. The only thing I would lose is the extra profit that I had on top of it. So it opens the door for a lot more success as you see that happen down the line. Hopefully that's what you're talking about. I was going to say something before that your mic is sounding like a robot. Sounds like a ground issue. We can still hear you and nice and clear. Just letting you know. It sounds like a robot. It shouldn't. It should not sound like a robot at all. Unless I have a robot filter on, which I don't have that. So at the end of the day, if you get liquidated, you would only lose the original 200. No, um, the mic sounds good. So if at the end of the day, for Dogecoin itself, right? Let's say this is the beginning, right? I'm up $100 and I invested $100. If I take half my position right now, $1,200, I would have $600 worth of a gain, right? And then I would have $50 of my initial investment. Now, um, just looking at the profit, that's a total of, let's say, $650. The amount that I invested was 100. I took 650. That means that no matter what happens to the rest that's in there, I don't lose anything, right? The only thing I would lose is my extra profit on top of it. So I'm already up. And if I decided to get out of it now, I can have an extra 1,200 right now. Um, but the point is that I already took my initial investment plus a bunch of profit. And since I decided to do that, I can never lose on that position. I can lose on others, right? I could lose on, well, Shiba Inu, I took my half my position. I could lose on Pepe because I didn't take half my position. I could lose on, Link as well. No, I took half a Link. I took half a Soul. I did not take half a Jasmy. I could lose on Jasmy Coin. I could also lose on Ethereum. So there's many opportunities to lose, but obviously I like to cut the amount of losses that I can have there and make sure I take profit as time goes on. But this is the only place that I'm really taking profit right now. Everywhere else, no, not at all. We're currently sitting at $82,156. The crypto market just looks amazing. Um, can SHIB erase a zero? Yes, they can erase a zero. Doge is going past a dollar. I mean, you might not be wrong, but I still look at it as a large market cap because Dogecoin at a level of a dollar is $146 billion market cap. So it's way more than where it was at the last bull run. But still, I do believe it's getting to a dollar, which would be $146 billion market cap, and honestly could be or hover between the 100 to 200 billion, let's say 150 to 200 billion-dollar market cap for the original meme coin, the strongest meme coin. Has a ton of volume that's going through it. What do you think of Toad? I haven't looked into it. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going to lose or hit my checking account. So yeah, that's the thing about Margex and a lot of these platforms now. Because I have Margex, I also have a link for BTCC, which is a great platform where you can get 10% deposit bonus. The link is in the chat. You can get up to $8,000 or $10,000 worth of extra bonuses, 40% lower trading fees, and up to a 500x leverage. So feel free to check that out. That link is in the chat, which I am trading over there, and I'm up $413 on my $250 investment. So check that out if you guys want to, and you can trade many different things there. But that's the thing about leverage trading, is an isolated leverage, and they only have isolated leverage. The forced isolated leverage allows you to only lose what you put in. So if I put in $25, I can't lose anything more than that $25, right? It's not going into my account. It's only going through what I put in here, and it will be liquidated based on this price. So I put in $25. That's all I have left. I did a 10x leverage. I will be liquidated at 0.017, right? So, or whatever the price is. Just know that Shiba Inu is 1,000 times what the original price is. But yeah, I mean, leverage trading is simple once you kind of get the hang of it. For Margex, you can trade with a very low amount and practice there. For BTCC, you can actually do demo trading, and you'll be able to, basically get practice with reading charts, with understanding things, and all of that stuff. So feel free to check that stuff out there. Need SHIB to get the same strength as Doge? Yeah, of course. I mean, SHIB had a ton of strength yesterday, more than Doge did, right? Doge increased by, I think it was less than 10%. It was like kind of average. But then you saw Shiba Inu that was up by 40%. So technically, Shiba Inu moved more than Dogecoin did. Let's look at meme coins. Let's see if they're in line over the last 7 days. So it looks like Dogecoin is still up a massive amount over the last 7 days, 82, 83%, while Shiba Inu is up by 52%. Pepe is also up by 50%. Dog with Hat, about 50%. Bonk as well. Floki, Brett, you see Cat in a Dog's World. Many things that are moving quite a bit. Notcoin. A Book of Meme, it's up 29%. That's almost up to actually, I think it's over my cost basis, which is great, I think. Let's see, let's go to my portfolio, which, look at my portfolio. I just hit 221. It's crazy to say that I did my portfolio update and I was at 190,000 just like 3 days ago. And now it's up a large amount. You can see my Kronos investment is over my cost basis. It's great to see. The current price is at 14 cents. XRP is over my cost basis. Jasmine Coin obviously is over it. Solana, Avalanche, AVAX is, Litecoin is slightly over the cost basis that I have for the 133. Grok is slightly over my cost basis as well. BNB is over that. Honestly, I should have more BNB than that. Interesting. So things are looking really good here in the crypto market. Anyways, I want to do, where was I going into? I forget what I was doing. Meme coins. I think I went to meme coins. What was I doing for meme coins here? I wanted to see if something was above a Book of Meme. There we go. That's where Book of Meme. Book of Meme is slightly below it. So I guess it was at 1.1 cent. For the amount that I have there. So closing in on it. I put $100. If I got into a big negative, I will only lose $100. Yeah. I mean, as you practice, I don't know how familiar you are with leverage trading. I would start with, obviously $10 for an investment or $5 for an investment and do a 5x leverage, right? Because you think about it, or 10x leverage if you feel necessary, if you think it's necessary. So if you have a $5, 10x leverage, that's $50 you're trading with. And if you find the right position at the right time, you can make a decent amount of money over that time. Shiba Inu don't know what price. Uh, Wait, time to be rich in 2025? Yeah. Hey Matt, thanks for the alpha. Did you know that if our GME coins somehow hit the same market cap as Doge, uh, we'd be set on we sat on about $10 million profit. Yeah, I mean yes, but it's so tough. I don't know what type of hype and attention, if it has that much attention. And I don't think that's the case, right? GME itself, yes. Um, GME, the stock, you still have a lot of hype, a lot of attention around it, surrounding it. But when it comes to the coin, does that translate directly to that? And while it does all of it, right? And I don't think that that's the case, that all of it does, but we should see massive levels of growth there. That's why I still hold my GME coin. Um, but yeah, I hope that we do see those levels of market cap, because I would love to see millions of dollars worth of a balance. Caspa did a 50% pump. We'll be going to new all-time rally, or new all-time high rally. Get your bags ready in your Tantrum wallet. So I don't even know where to put my other Caspa, because I have Caspa over in my Margex wallet, but I don't know where to put it, because I want to put it with Uphold, but for some reason I can't transfer to Uphold. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I'm surprised you haven't invested into Ondu. I've seen that plenty of times. I just haven't decided to make the move. I haven't been investing into many things lately, so yeah. Jasmine seems to be lagging. I mean, Jasmine's doing fine. Jasmine's okay. Um, where is Jasmine? Jasmine fine. It's just not moving at the same rate as other things. It's still positive. It's still up to about a 2.3 cent level, which is amazing or massive compared to where it was just a year ago. So I think it's doing just fine. Um, it's not seeing the same level of growth as meme coins, of course, because it's not a meme coin. It has the popularity, but it's not a meme coin. So um, if we see it move right now, then that means all the popularity does come from just meme coins, which it's not the case. It's more about that. So more about the utility. Will Doge hit $1 this cycle? I think so, yes. What is your prediction on XRP for 2025? Do you think Gary Gensler gets fired when Trump gets in office? Um, I would hope so. Probably. At some point. But the point is that we want to see it widely accepted by businesses, and I think it starts there. It starts with the SEC, because the more that they attack it, the more that they don't agree with it, the less banks want to get involved with it, the less institutions want to get involved with it, and honestly. I really don't think the sale of XRP to institutions should violate securities laws, right? Saying that you can sell to individuals and you can't sell to institutions is ridiculous. if it's if it's because I understand, I sort of understand where they're coming from. Like obviously they don't want Ripple to dilute institutions and businesses, whether financial institutions or just standard businesses that are utilizing crypto in a larger way or want to utilize crypto. But still, if the sale to individuals and retail investors is not considered violating securities laws, neither does the institutional sales, right? So, um, and they definitely don't want the government to be diluted, because the government is the one that usually does the dilution. I've been thinking about Terra Luna Classic. Um, it might be it might be tricking massive. It might be massive. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Terra Luna Classic is gonna be huge. What's your paid groups? I'd love to join. Is it just Patreon? So I only have Patreon. I do everything through Patreon. I was doing stuff through Discord, but I I didn't really like going back and forth. And once Patreon added the private chats and all of that, that's what kind of made me set on just having Patreon so that I can communicate through there as well as do different drops and live streams if I wanted to and communications and leverage trades of the day and all that stuff. And I wanted to be able to kind of level that up. And I think I have a set foundation on what I want to do, but I can teach a lot more over on Patreon than I can over here. Even though I have freedom to post whatever I want, it's just it doesn't really get the same traction with YouTube, and YouTube tends to suppress you if you not say do something outside the norms, but do something that's not really generating the views for them so that they can run ads. So it's like a whole ordeal. And that's why, I have multiple channels when it comes to crypto, stock related content, as well as my credit card stuff, even, golf related and reactions and all those things there. So, yeah. Do you think XRP can reach $1 before a further pullback? Do I think it can reach $1? Yes. It depends on the information that comes out because anytime XRP runs, for some reason there's some sort of SEC news that really kind of pulls it back and says, you shouldn't be up there. I'm not in Doge, but it is going to the moon. Elon and Trump are best pals. I mean, it seems that way. Do you think XRP can? I read that. Hmm. My 18 wheeler broke down on the side of the road, and I'm just chilling. Uh, like I'm not stranded because my profile's going up. Roadside assistance on the way, though. Okay, good. Well, not good that you broke down, but good that roadside assistance is on the way. Sorry that you're dealing with that, but I'm glad you have some entertainment at least in the meantime. Cliff too funny. Why are there so many naysayers on XRP? It's bizarre. When something has a lot of success, there's always people that want to tear it down, and there's also people that just don't believe in it. Right? It's not about um, there's multiple groups. Right? There's people that want to tear it down because of the hype and popularity it does have for not really moving as much because you understand the suppression of what it is. There's a lot of people that believe that their cryptocurrency is going to be more massive than what XRP is going to be. So anybody talking positively about this project, they're going to be against it, right? And there's just a lot of people that don't want to see it succeed for a variety of reasons. But then there's also a boatload of people that want to see that success, that understand what it's all about, that can say market cap doesn't matter. Um, in certain situations, yeah. I mean, an XRP situation, if it's actually used the way we think it's going to be, does market cap matter in the end? No, no, it doesn't. However, it's still going to be reported as such, which is going to be the highest cryptocurrency by market cap on the market, if that's the case. Satellite is just super bright. Um, LOL shades. Yeah, I actually like these shades a lot. I had these, and then this pair, like I guess, snapped off. Like I guess I had some sort of issue with the hinge. I don't know what to call this. The arm, whatever it is. It snapped off, and I talked to Oakley, and Oakley ended up sending me a brand new pair. They ended up replacing this. for free under the um, like a manufacturer warranty. And I went to the store and they said that that's not real, that you don't get a manufacturer warranty and they won't replace them. And then Oakley was like, that's not true. I need to talk to that store. It was like an undercover boss situation. I was like, yeah, I'm undercover boss. And you guys are not performing the right way. But yeah, it was funny because I don't know if they talked to the store or whatever. I gave them the address and everything, and I don't know if that classifies me as a snitch there. But if they didn't want to fix my glasses, like they're not following protocol, right? If they didn't want to either fix them or replace them, which I don't think they had this style in there, so they would have had to do it online anyways. And I told them that, but they still should have given me the opportunity and option to review them and send a claim in the store. No shade. Wear them if you want. It's your show. Yeah, I know. I I I like how they look, but it's also very difficult to read with them on. Um, so yeah, it's making my eyes squint. That light is super bright. Man, why are you covering your eyes? It looks red flag. What are your price predictions for Doge? I see a pullback happening. You, not financial advice. Advice. What's the price prediction for a Doge? I see a pullback happening. I mean, the entire market looks like it's definitely skyrocketing to a huge level, and eventually we're going to see a pullback, right? Um, but how large is that pullback going to be? Is it going to be a sustained pullback, or is it going to be something that just continues to um, like drop down a little bit, hit a certain level, and then run? Like, is it going to get past 82 or sorry 80,000 and then jump back up and see Bitcoin run again? We still are not seeing altcoin season happen, right? We're seeing a slight decrease in Bitcoin's dominance. However, this is still higher than where it was yesterday. Yesterday it was at a 57, which it says in the past 24 hours, but it was at a 57.8 percent Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin's dominance is up a lot today because it's at 82,000. Everything else hasn't really moved as much. You could see some meme coins that move, but that doesn't really have a large market cap effect. It has more of a just a price for that position or percentage effect for that position. Um, and there's many other things that are also running, which could lead to more billions being added. However, every percent that's added for Bitcoin is like seeing 30% for the entire rest of the market. Like, that's kind of what you need to see. I'm over exaggerating, but still. What brand of shades? These are Oakley's. I just smudged them. Yeah, these are Oakley's. They had a good deal at the Sunglass Hut, and I was like, I'll take it. They were like, buy. I think it was buy one, get the next pair for like $100 or something, or $100 off. And I was like, word. So I got two pairs. I got this pair. I got an orange pair. Or no, yeah. I like them because wearing them playing sports like golf or disc golf or something right outside, they feel super light to where you can't even. This isn't an ad for Oakley, but they feel super light to where you can't even feel them really. Wear your shades. It's your show. I'll wear them at some. I don't want the light to be super bright, and I feel like I'm getting used to it at this point. Once I woke up, I came down here. It was already bright. This was already on, um, and I just put them on because I felt as though I needed to kind of work my way into being awake, I guess. But now I think I'm a little bit better. This may be a tough question, but if you had to guess what XRP's price would you imagine they would try to come out with news at 75 cents? I mean, I don't know how much news you have left, because we already understand, the different things that are being done. So there's not really much news that you can come out with and saying that they're probably like, yeah, there is. I could say anything, and the price will come back down. Um, but no, I don't think um, they'll try to come out with news at 75 cents. But seeing XRP run is not something they like um, at all because they understand XRP. And again, I'm just speculating, but I know that they understand what XRP could be for the US dollar. The US dollar um, is right now like the most popular currency, the most used currency around the world. However, if you change over to XRP, the only person that has control over that and not really have control over it is Ripple because they have so much of it. But once they don't have any of it left, which will be a while from now, they don't have any control over what's out there either. So with the U.S. dollar, they can print as much as they want. They can cause inflation if they wanted to, and they have control over how much money they have, right? Because they end up printing the money, they can use it then, and that's when things get inflated because all the money was added to circulation, right? Um, but things don't get inflated until after they already use it. So that's the main problem with the U.S. dollar is the fact that it's not backed by gold anymore or backed by anything. It's just printed. For XRP, there's only a certain amount, and we provide the value based on how we're using it. So it's definitely something that could be, you know, the downfall of the U.S. dollar, which is not a bad thing. It sounds horrible, but it's not a bad thing. But I would love to see XRP take over as the world currency. I would love to see it. Serious question. You think Bitcoin will crash before memes take over? Will Bitcoin always reign supreme? Um, so I don't think memes will take over the crypto market. I don't. I think it will always be utility projects that will take over because that's what the crypto market is about. You don't want to invest into something for no reason at all. Like if you invest into something because you just want to make money, eventually it's going to not fail, but definitely not be as worth as much as you believe it's going to be worth. You know what I mean? So if you're investing into a Shiba Inu, what's the goal of Shiba Inu? Is it to use it as a currency? Is it to be the world currency? Is it to use it for some sort of sector? No, it's to get to a certain level. Once you get to that level, people sell. That's what meme coins are all about. Now, some meme coins like Dogecoin could actually make its way into being a utility project. Floki has found a way to do that with multiple avenues there. But meme coins are all about getting to a certain price, taking your profit, and benefiting from it as retail investors, which we never really get to do with the stock market because institutions really control that. Right now, you don't really have a crazy amount of institutional influence, but you will have that once you see a lot of these ETFs that are out there, as well as the all-encompassing ETFs, which will be things that are for certain sectors or include multiple coins in one ETF. That will be very, very interesting to see. And then you'll start seeing a little bit more consistency because traditionalists will be investing a boatload into that, owning a lot of, and being able to control a lot of whatever they invest into. While you invest your money in there, people are going to invest into that, right? You're going to invest into that. You're going to hold it for a long time. You're going to continue to average into it. And then they're going to do whatever they want to do with that based on their breakdown that they display to you. So anyways, memes will not reign supreme. I don't think Bitcoin will reign supreme. I think, in my opinion, it will be XRP, then Ethereum, then Bitcoin. But I feel like Bitcoin will hover in the top five for forever because it's gonna be like it's gonna be like the gold of cryptocurrency, right? Where it's a store of value. It doesn't provide anything really more than that. But other things like an XRP, Ethereum, Solana, many others provide a little bit more of an opportunity as well as to use it. Um, and that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. Does Bitcoin have an end goal, or does it just go up forever? I mean, I don't think it has an end goal. I think it could be worth as much as people believe it should be worth, just like any other, cryptocurrency. Um, for stocks, it's depending on the success of the business, the cash flow of the business, as well as what people believe it's going to be worth. So kind of a combination of the two. Um, but it's mainly hovering around. If you see the money that's losing, or the business that's losing money every single quarter, you're not going to continue to invest your money into that um, unless it's somehow undervalued, right? Um, so yeah, like all the money. Shoot, I keep skipping. Like all the money runs to others because Bitcoin costs of energy would make the whole market explode and confuse all patterns and graphs. I've 1K. You have 1K Doge or 1K something. Good morning, good people. Good morning to you as well. Get some Mog coin glasses for fun. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. I've seen Mog make some moves, but yeah, I don't. I haven't ever invested into it or even made videos about it or anything. Or get some blue light glasses. Staring at the screen, my G. I hear you. I did have blue light glasses, um, but I don't anymore. And yeah, I don't. I don't know. I typically have. I typically don't have it on blue light. I have 18K Dogecoin. I'm only selling at 50 cents, probably 6K tokens, and leave the rest until $1. Selling another 6K tokens and leave the rest until somehow a millionaire. I mean, you never know. You honestly never know. It's just going to be difficult because Doge does print 5.2 billion every single year. So I don't know if that's going to be possible. If XRP breaks out, it's going to fly. I agree with you. How much SHIB do I need? For what? I think memes are the biggest projects. I think memes are great and they're the most popular. They bring a lot of people to the markets. And I see a lot of times when somebody's investing into some meme coins and make some money from meme coins, they then want to put money into more consistent plays, which is great, right? That's what you need to do, whether it's in this the crypto market or the stock market or wherever. You should be doing that. Put your money where you think it's going to consistently grow, and that's kind of what I see there is people get introduced to the market and then they, um, make that move into some of the more utility coins, which is great for the market. And I tell people this all the time. Meme coins are very important for the market. They get new people that honestly don't know a lick about cryptocurrency, but they start to learn about it. I've seen and talked to people that are like, I started my journey with Dogecoin and now I understand this about this coin and this about blockchain and all that. I'm like, that's great that you know this much. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, people know more than me. Like they're looking into certain projects, and everybody has their projects they know more about. But they're looking at these projects, and they're like, "Yeah, I know this, and this," and it's like that's absolutely fantastic that you went from I invested into this because it was the popular thing to do to now I'm investing here and I took some of my profits and put it there and it's just fantastic to see. Utility is BS. Memes are the future. I don't agree with that at all. Memes is somehow we get mass adoption. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's so tough to say that you can get mass adoption from starting out as kind of a not a joke anymore, but as a popular play. Um, I think it will be entry points. It will be for people that may not be fully comfortable with crypto, but want to treat it as or want to see the same gains as some people. I don't think that would be the case. Thumb check, people. Have you abused the like button at the bottom of the video yet? Yeah, we have 194 people here. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you can hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate that as well. I think we're approaching um, 200 and 220, wait, 270, 277 or 278. We're approaching the 80,000 um, mark for, let me go over here. Let me see where it is. So I don't know how many subscribers I have. Oh, sorry, I said 270, 227. We're approaching the 228. We're approaching the 230 mark. I don't know why I said 280. But we're approaching the 230 mark for subscribers. So help me get there. I'll greatly appreciate it. I can't wait until I get to 250,000 subscribers. 250,000 people have subscribed to me is just fantastic. Um, and I'm so grateful for it. Every time Bitcoin halves, it reduces the amount of Bitcoin to be mined, correct? No. Every time Bitcoin halves, it doesn't reduce the amount to be mined. Every time one is mined, that reduces the amount to be mined. Every time Bitcoin is halved, what they're doing is halving the rewards that you get from your typical mining. So if your mining structure and how you build will mine one Bitcoin in a certain period of time, you will mine a half a Bitcoin at that same rate after the halving. But um, yeah, it just makes it more difficult to mine Bitcoin. In the beginning, it was obviously easier to mine a lot of Bitcoin. I didn't do it. I didn't know anybody that did it either. Um, so it would have been great to be a part of that and do something, even mid process, right? Being able to set up something where I get one, two, or three, that would be fantastic. And then I would have a lot of money now, which I feel like I do have a good amount, but I would have more. And I would be heavy on many other projects, not just Bitcoin. I started buying 777K Doge coins and sold it 2 months too early. Yeah, yeah. Um, Dogecoin, Dogecoin, what was the lowest price that it got to in the last year? Because it was at like 8 cents or 7 cents. I want to say. Why am I scrolling down here? Um, Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Dogecoin. There it is. The sixth largest cryptocurrency in the last year. The lowest price was 7 cents. So if you decided to buy um, 1 million of it, right, it would cost you what 70,000 or seven, yeah, $70,000. Is that right? Am I right by saying that? Yeah. So it would cost you that much if you would have had 1 million, and getting to a level of $1 would then give you 1 million. But it's also a lot that you're putting in on a meme coin. I think the most that I have on a meme coin that I invested into a meme coin um, is not Book of Meme. Book of Meme is higher up there, but it's probably Grok. $7,000, the most that I've invested into a meme coin. Typically, I'm investing into a lot of utility projects. So I heard that the halving reduces the amount to be mined. So no, I mean it reduces the amount to be mined is always going to be the 21 million, right? That will always be the same. It just takes longer to mine it. It's more of a difficult process to mine, or the reward, not a difficult process, the same process. It's just it takes longer. Let's say the reward structure is halved. Trying to get a crypto tattoo for 250K subscribers? No, I'm not. I haven't gotten a tattoo in a very, very long time. I should probably like fully finish a sleeve, and I should probably do that. I just don't really have, I can't say I don't have the time. I gotta set something up. Perry, you used to be a meme guy lover. I disagree with you in the past. And then I found out you were right. What? And now you are a utility guy. So I've always been about meme coins and the importance of them, but I've always understood that you need a project that has utility for the long term. Um, but I've always been a meme coin guy because I understand the importance of meme coins, especially in last bull market and today's bull market. Right? I understand the the impact of them. You have so many people that get into the market just because of the popularity of meme coins, just because of that conversation. Meme coins allow individuals to say, hey, are you invested in a Dogecoin? Are you invested in the Shiba Inu? Well, you better get in right now because this is crazy the way that it's moving. Like, this is the conversation that you see. Yes, Bitcoin, you can kind of do the same thing, but it's $80,000. Nobody's going to just take 80. Everybody wants to hold one of something. So if you can hold more than one of something, and that's what the meme coin craze has kind of brought to the table, it's the fact that you can own 100,000 of this project, and if it goes to a level of $1, you have $100,000. It makes it easy for the people that may not fully understand how to do more difficult math. So when you see Shiba Inu and you can get millions of coins, you're like, well, if this goes to $1, I can get millions of dollars here. Obviously, you have way more supply, so it's very difficult, borderline impossible to get to that level. But it's still great for the market in general, because now not only are they in this position, they're also educating themselves on other things that are there. So um so yeah, I think I agree that meme coins are important, but I don't agree that they are the future of crypto. That would be very disappointing to know that a coin that only has its value in um, seeing the price go up, rather than what you're going to use to see that price go up. Like for XRP, if you wanted to explain that, XRP, if you're talking about everything that it does, that's the reason why we believe that the price is going to skyrocket. Everything that's going to be used for, everything that Ripple uses it for, we see that that's the reason why the price is going to go up. Supply and demand, very, very simple. For Shiba Inu, right? What's the purpose of holding that position, besides making money from it? Um, and again, very strong on Shiba Inu and the growth that it's going to have. It's just um, there will be so many meme coins that are created for that exact reason, which is to gain something out of it. And that's okay. Half You're gonna have half the people that lose something and half the people that gain something. If you're in the beginning, you're probably gonna gain a lot. If you're in the middle, you'll gain a normal amount, and if you get in at the end, you're probably gonna lose money. So, and you'll see that transition from bull market to bull market. But the problem that we deal with now, getting into more of the markets where we are today, and the conversations we're having around crypto, I don't know if we'll see that fully continue for the long term, where meme coins have this much of an impact on the overall market. Yes, they will have an impact individually, but when the market gets to 5, 10 trillion, 20, 30 trillion, individual meme coins are not going to have as much influence on the market. They still are going to have an influence to where an influx of people come in, but it's going to be about how people are utilizing crypto and the consistency of crypto, as well as you look at the top 10 and those larger, market caps, and you look at the ETFs and how those create more consistency. It's going to look more and more like the stock market. And that's why I believe that I'm pretty sure that this bull run that we see here is going to be the last ridiculous bull run that we see, like when it comes to gains that we get, because we still have speculation. By next bull run that we see, there's not going to be as much speculation. People are going to be utilizing crypto for many transactions, normal transactions, person to person transactions, person to bank to bank, country to country. We're going to be utilizing those a lot more for many different sectors, and also have ETFs for many different sectors. And with all of that consistency and all of that, you know, uh, normalcy, right? I would say it's going to start to look like the stock market more and more, because once institutions get heavy into that, the government gets heavy into that, um, the level of crazy gains are kind of over. Yes, we still will see larger percentages, but again, it'll look more and more like the stock market, where 7% is high, right? But for us right now, 700% is high, right? 100% is still considered low to some people. Like, that's just how it is right now. So I think that this is most likely the last ridiculous bull run that we're going to see, right? Where it's going from $3 trillion to a $10 trillion market cap. And I think we're going to see more consistency over time. It may even go higher than that, right? We might end up seeing, 15 or $20 trillion market cap. I believe Brad Garlinghouse said that he thinks it's going to get to a $10 trillion market cap in the short term. Why are you big on Terra Luna Classic, for example? Bro, that FOMO is going to kick in. So Terra Luna Classic actually has utility, and it was built as a utility project, not as a meme coin. It has the meme coin popularity while also having that utility side of things. Now, it doesn't have the algorithm in place like it did once before, as well as that pin to, or the pin to USTC, and the way that it really functioned before. And hopefully we do get back to that point. But that's where Terra Luna Classic is different. It has a meme coin outlook, right? Or meme coin popularity with a utility outlook, meaning that while we're pushing for this supply to go down, it's probably the best case scenario for a project to where the supply will go down. And the supply has been dropping by a way larger percentage than any other project that we thought was going to burn coins. And, TFL has been burning coins, right? You see, Binance has been burning coins, and hopefully the community can get together to burn coins together, as well as set up something to where exchanges can burn and get us back to where we once were. While people gave up on Terra Luna Classic, you always have those people that give up because it takes a long time to do that. You'll have this success for the long term there for Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic is not a meme coin. Hey man, I've been seeing a lot of people project that 2025 might be a lot bigger than when Trump first got into office. How much of an increase compared to last time do you think we go up? So um, this is where I struggle, right? Because I don't 100% know as to how long. I want to believe, right? Sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth. I want to believe that the market is just 100% going to be massive for a longer period of time. Cryptocurrency, I think, will move up and skyrocket. And we're hitting, I believe, all-time highs for the stock market, all-time highs for the crypto market. And that alone kind of has me worried because if we enter more of the same, and I'm just looking at it as the outlook from last presidency. If he does the same deficit spending, which I hope that doesn't become the case. If he's doing the same deficit spending, it's not going to be great for interest rates and businesses and all of that, and the market won't go in the direction that we hoped. However, it's literally been at all-time highs right now while you're still at the end of Biden's presidency. So I don't know. I really don't know. I want to believe that we're going to see a crazy amount of popularity and it's going to continue to flourish, continue to run. And I do believe that, right? I do believe that we're going to see 2025 as a massive level for crypto. It's just, I never know what's going to happen because right now you have a clean sweep where it's Republican-led House, Senate, and White House, which means that they can get anything done that they wanted to. So if I believe House is majority by Republican, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, I think you'll have that they can do anything that they want, and obviously the plans that have been in place since the beginning of Biden's presidency has actually worked out in the end of the presidency because now we're hitting new all-time highs and crazy levels. We also see that interest rates for housing or loan interest rates and cars are going 0% APR as well. When we were reaching 7%, 8%, 9%, it was just crazy. And cars have a little bit of a problem with selling cars rather than keeping inventory like they were, even though interest rates were like 7%, right? So I think it's going to be very interesting what we do see. I still do believe the cryptocurrency market is going to absolutely run, but it's up in the air because you don't have the same mindset that's in like that head seat. And maybe it'll be really good because typically, the Republican Party leans more towards businesses rather than, just everyday people. And if you're invested into the markets, then you're basically moving with that success in businesses, if that makes sense. Now, I don't know how that fully translates to cryptocurrency, but we'll see. I saw a bunch of people trying to step in at 25 cents, but it looks like that won't happen. What do you mean? Hey, Matthew, would it be too late? Oh, too late to invest into Doge now. Would it be too late to invest into Doge where it currently is at 29 cents? Um, I mean, up 21% or 22%, and it's been increasing. I think it's up 80% over the last 7 days. It's risky. It would definitely be for more of a longer term outlook. If you're looking to do this for a short term play, may not be the best bet. Yes, we still could see it absolutely skyrocket in a god candle and everything goes to a ridiculous price. And I may be wrong here, but I always like to lean towards protecting your investment first, rather than like taking that larger risk or gambling risk in a way. So is it too late to invest in the Dogecoin? I would say no, it's not for the long term, but you're definitely seeing a lesser gain than you would or you would have in the past. I think you probably have a better bet of investing into something like CRO, which currently sits at a 13 or 14 cent price, showing you that this can easily get to a level of $1, $2, $3, and so on and so forth. Dogecoin, I think, really is only going to get to that level of a dollar or a little bit more, meaning that you would see a $146 billion market cap. For CRO to get to a value of a dollar, it would need to get to a $26 billion market cap. And that's a project, a coin that's fully backed by crypto.com, a multi-billion dollar business. And what they're doing is hovering and circling their entire business around CRO. So I think I think there's many other opportunities to get into. I know that this is the hype play, but I think there's many other opportunities to make higher percentages for the longer term if you're looking for that long term, right? Because you're looking at basically a 4x, and it's less than a 4x. But let's round up and say you're looking at a 3x return up to a $1 price point, when for CRO at a level of 15 cents, let's say 14 cents, you're looking at way higher of an X return. So you would look at, a 6x return just up to $1, right? And maybe a little bit more than that. And getting up to $2, you're looking at a multiple X over that. So I think there's a lot of opportunities that are out there that haven't moved. And maybe you go that route rather than Dogecoin now. And this is coming from someone that I have Dogecoin for a leverage trade position, right? If we go over here, I have my Dogecoin here. I bought it 8 cents, and it's currently at 29 cents, and I'm up $1,200 on that play. Leverage trading. Maybe leverage trading is the way. If you find the right opportunity. Right now, it's up 80% in the last 7 days. I don't know if that's going to be the right move, but it doesn't hurt to throw $10 at a 10x leverage or something. The only thing you can lose is $10. But then I want to make sure that you understand the risks of leverage trading. You can lose the entire $10 even if you don't get to zero for Dogecoin. So just to let you know that. But yeah, this is coming from someone that only has a leverage trade. I don't have any Dogecoin. I don't own any Dogecoin outright. And the reason is I should have honestly bought at those levels, but I just started buying other meme coins that had more room for growth, where Dogecoin could have had a 10x, 20x, something like that. I wanted to see a lot higher of an X return for things like Book of Meme and Grok and many others, GME, all of those there. So I didn't and don't invest into Dogecoin and own it outright. Do you see Jasmine Coin is going back to all-time highs? Do I see it? All-time highs as in like $4? No, I don't see that. But I do see Jasmine Coin getting to a value of $1 to $1.50. If you're talking about all-time highs market cap wise, like 4.5 cents, I think it's going to go a lot higher than 4.5 cents. A lot higher than a $2 billion market cap, a lot higher than a $10 billion market cap. I think it will have a lot more success. So yes, I see it getting to those all-time highs. I got it at 18 cents, working my way down to 8 cents. That's fantastic. And then now you're sitting on a boatload of Dogecoin at an average of 8 cents. TCG, that's a good mindset. I got in high, low, and in between. My average is 21. Been holding since 2021. Should I hold? Wait, you didn't average down while you were throughout that whole entire time? It was at 5 cents for the longest period. I know it's something that. So this is the struggle that I've dealt with and I've seen people deal with when they have it at a certain price and maybe they start reading things and it starts getting to them where it's like, this is not really going anywhere, or it's not recovering, it's not going to make a move, and all of that. Popularity's gone. You start to question your investments, but you still want to keep it because you know it's going to go above $1, right? Now, what you could have done was averaged into it, but you're now fearful. You're now upset with the fact that people are telling you it's not going to go anywhere. So you're like, you know what? I'll sit on it and I won't make that investment. I won't dollar cost average down. And if you did, you would have a crazy amount of Doge compared to how much you have. But yeah, it's something that I've seen people deal with a lot. Run them thumbs up, people. Yeah, definitely do that. We got 242 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want to leverage trade, feel free to use my link for BTCC down below, where you can get a 10% deposit bonus on $500 or more. Extra bonuses up to $10,000 per user, as well as 40% lower trading fees. That link is in the chat. And you can also get up to 500 or use up to 500x leverage on certain crypto plays. I've been leverage trading on this platform for a little over 3 weeks at this point. And right now, I'm profitable from the $250 that I put in here. I'm up to $660 right now. Currently, all of them are low risk. You can leverage trade as high as 500x leverage, but you can also leverage trade as low as a 2x leverage. You can even own it outright if you wanted to. So it's a great platform to where if you feel like you wanted to limit all risk or majority of risk, you would just own it outright. But if you wanted to still have a little bit of risk while also being kind of careful, you can do a 3x leverage. And you're going to see here 5x leverage, 3x, 3x, 15x, 4x. So some of them I have more risk than others. And that's just because I believe in them a little bit more when it comes to the percentage movements, which would be Ethereum, obviously, Ethereum topping out there. So check out my link for the BTCC in the chat, as well as my link to Margex if you guys are interested. I've been trading on Margex as well. Both of those are great platforms. But BTCC is the one that allows you to do 2x leverage if you wanted to. And I like that because if I feel like there's risk, I need to limit the amount of risk and limit the ability to lose money. So yeah. Dogecoin is up to 29.5. Wait, let me see my Dogecoin over here. 29.5. I'm up $1,282. That's crazy. On a $100 investment, I'm up $1,285 here. That's great to see. Love to see cryptocurrency thrive. Love to see it moving in the right direction. I don't like the way Elon Musk plays with Doge, mentioning it, etc. I mean, he's given it some more popularity than it would have without it. So I'm okay with it. But if there's any like specifics that come to mind, where is the best platform to sell my crypto holdings when I'm ready to take profits? Appreciate you, brother. So for me, I mean, majority of it is going to happen on Coinbase. That's just how it's going to happen. My MetaMask will probably flow to Coinbase. My Coinbase wallet will obviously flow to Coinbase. My crypto.com will stay on crypto.com. Kraken will stay on Kraken. So I would say for me, it's going to be Coinbase. That's where majority of mine is going to be sold. And it's better that way anyways, because for tax purposes. Do you set a stop loss? Typically, I'll do a profit to loss ratio of 1 to like 5 to 1. So yes, I normally would. In the beginning stages of things, as I'm establishing ground, no. I want to find it. It all depends on the time of investing or the type of investment. So if I'm making a short-term investment, yes, I always include a stop loss, and I'm going to say if I lose $20 out of the $100 that I invest, if I lose $20, then I'm out, and then I live to fight another day. I have $80 to spend. I'm good, and I will do that 5 times over, and then hopefully one of those 5 times I win, which means that I gain all of my investment back plus hopefully whatever the larger profit is. For the longer term, typically I'm doing a lower leverage, so it's not really about now. It's about 6 months from now and a year from now, which could be a massive amount in leverage fees depending on how much I'm leveraging. But it also could mean a very large, a substantial amount of gains as you see that long-term outcome. So I've been doing that lately, where my long-term outcome has been, or it is kind of outweighing that short-term gain that I really want to see, because for some of them, like when I go over to my, Margex account, for some of them, they're a little bit shorter term. But what I typically do instead of setting that stop loss, as you see with all of these, if I'm up 300%, I'm taking half of my position, right? I take my initial investment plus I take the profit or half the profit. So that's something that you'll always see me do. Every time it's above 300%, I do that so that I can protect what's left, because there's always a chance, and I've seen it time and time again, that it has come back and, honestly got to a point where it was close to liquidation. For Jasmy Coin, I invested in the Jasmy Coin at a very low amount. It was like 1.5 cents. But since I did a 50x leverage on that, the fees were a lot higher, meaning that as the time went on that I held it, the liquidation price ended up getting over my open price, right? Because obviously there's so much fees that are going into it. Now, I just recently got liquidated in that position because I decided to hold it for a very long time. Now, did I lose money in that? No, I didn't. I actually made money in it, because as it got to those higher levels that we had where it was worth $2,000, I took $750 worth of profit plus my initial investment of $60 into that. So then in the end, I made $800 on that Jasmy Coin investment of $60. Then left the rest in there, while I could have had extra money and ended up getting to over $1,000+ while I could have had $1,800 or close to $2,000 worth of a gain from a $60 investment. I only had an $800 gain. And those are kind of the chances that you take, because that $800 gain, or what was left in there, could have been worth way more than just $2,000. Right? If it found a way to get back to the 4.5 cents, it would have been worth about $6,000 or $7,000 if I would have gotten back there. But I didn't get back there. So, and I wasn't sure if I was going to stay there. So I made sure that I took some profit as it reached a high point. And that's the same thing I do with majority of my positions that are there. Is the SEC a politically voted job or career? Gensler in or out? I believe that's separate than. For some reason, I thought that it can't be really impacted, or at least I think that job specifically can. Let me come back to you, because I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure that's a large search on Google, and it's probably simple to understand. But should a 10x be the minimum return one should wait and exit at? What's your take on this? Should a 10x return be the minimum? No, I don't think a 10x return should be the minimum. I think depending on if it's leverage trading or if it's just trading outright, I think you should have an exit plan to where a certain amount is allocated towards whatever the max amount is going to be, like your 10x or 20x or 100x. But then you should also have things allocated towards lower returns, because what I've said time and time again is that you need to get your initial investment, because while you know that it's going to have success, it just makes you feel better about holding the position when you know it's not your money that's being used to fund that position, right? If what's being used to fund that position is the profits that are left over, it makes you feel great. If you had a position that you invested $2,000 into and it ended up getting to $6,000, right? That's, 300x, 300%, right? So you're going to see that rise. I guess 200%, because 100% would be to 4. It would be 200%. So seeing that get to that level of $6,000, And you could then take your initial investment plus maybe $1,000 worth of profit, right? $2,000, and then you take your $1,000, leave $3,000 in there. Everything else is gravy, and you already have $1,000 gain. It makes you feel amazing about what you're holding, right? Yes, it would also be great if you get to a point where it's a 10x and you could take your initial investment plus multiples of that profit. But it's either way. I don't think a minimum is a 10x gain. There's so much that you can use and do with a 2x gain. I've had 2x gains, I've had 3x gains, I've had 10x gains, and I'm not looking for that. If you're looking for a long term play, I would say we want to see a 5 to 10x for the long term. But you should also have a full exit plan to give you whatever it is that you really want, that you see as possible. All right, let's see what's happening in the market, see where Bitcoin is right now. Guys, we have 260 people here. If you can hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. We have about 15 minutes of this live stream left, and then we have to hop off because we have to, take the kids to school and everything. So 7 o'clock is when we're going to stop. I would go for a lot longer and just continue to live stream and be here with you guys, but we'll do a simple 1.5 hour live stream. Do you think there will be, or do you think there's going to be a hard landing in the coming recession? A lot of folks seems to be in denial. Too much for you. So I don't think. I think we technically avoided a recession. I don't think we're going to see that. We have seen what people believe by definition. We already reached a recession, borderline recession, right? But we avoided the hard landing so far, and I don't think we're going to see that now. If we see deficit spending, go up, and in a time to where we're still not fully healed yet, then might not be a good situation. But you never know what the new presidency is going to do. You never know what's going to pass, where the money is going to flow, if money will flow anywhere.
Ben Shaw donated $2 through Super Chat.
Thank you for the Super Chat.
I thought Trump meme coins were going to explode.
So yeah, I actually I did kind of address this in my last live stream. Trump meme coins honestly should have exploded. I thought they were going to explode, as you see with the success of the election. But I think, and a lot of people are pointing this out, that the inauguration is probably going to be that time frame to where you see a lot of those meme coins that should explode. It honestly made no sense to me that we didn't see it explode. We saw it go the complete opposite way. And I was very, very surprised. And I think that's probably what you saw there was a more buy the rumor, sell the news type of an event, because it was increasing for the longest period of time and then slowly started to decrease as you got closer and closer to the election. But other things like utility products like BTC and Ethereum and many others are increasing or decreasing on the way to the election, and then you see it skyrocket, after the election results. So it definitely surprised me. I'm not going to lie. And I still hold my MAGA Trump in my possession, and I'm not sure if I want to buy more. It's one of those situations where you're like, it's at a low point, and it surprised me this far. And if it's surprising me and not doing what I think it's going to do, is it going to continue to go that route? So it's like it's settling in my mind right now. I can buy a lot more and get my cost basis way down for when it does go back up to some of these high levels. What happens then? So I don't know. I really don't. And again, this may be a case to where I was wrong. And if I am, I will surely let you guys know about. I was waiting for the kind of the end point to that, which would be the beginning point to his second term, which would be, the inauguration in January. Thank you for that super chat, the $4 super chat, Paul. I appreciate it, or super sticker. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, XRP is my long-term savings account. DJT exploding today. What does that mean? XRP is my 10-year plan. Their school on Veterans Day, yeah. What time frame is the presidency change time frame? What? What time frame is the presidency change time frame? In January. I don't know if that's what you're asking. So January 1st to January 20th is the critical time frame. That's what I'm being told and what I'm leaning towards because it doesn't make sense what happened during this time frame that we've seen. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking and leaning more towards that. But if it comes to that time and I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But it's just about the not understanding, or it's about not understanding what's or why that is happening. And things happen for some crazy reason, and sometimes it's no reason at all. Um, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. I've been watching you since the start of the AMC thing. I mean, I'm still heavy invested in AMC. I'm invested. I have 1,000 shares of AMC, um, and I'm actually thinking about. I'm gonna make a video about AMC today, but not on this channel. It's gonna be on my other channel, my Matthew Perry 2 channel, where I typically talk about stocks, dividend investing, and all of those things there. Speaking of that, my dividend account is up to $126,000. That's fantastic that I get that I have that much, and that I also can get $4,000+ worth of dividend payments every single year from this account, as well as seeing the overall account grow by 10% over the last full year. It's up $12,000 or 10.49%, as well as being able to gain the dividends overall. So I'm excited about that. Uh, would you buy Solana at the moment? No. I have Solana. I still, so Solana's up over a $100 billion market cap right now. It's a $102 billion market cap. This is kind of the same thought that I had when people were telling me, "Hey, buy Terra Luna Classic" when it was at $40 billion, or Terra Luna, right? When it was at $40 billion, I was like, "No, I'm not going to do that because there's so much opportunity way below it." Right? Yes, Solana will still have success and will still get to a level of 250 billion dollar market cap, between 200 and $500 billion market cap. But I like there's so much more opportunity elsewhere, right? If you see that even you scroll down the list and you're like AVAX is at a $13 billion market cap. If you believe that that's going to get to a 50 or $100 billion market cap, you now have more of a percentage gain than you would with investing into Solana right now. Solana's great and all, fantastic. I have Solana, but I don't have it at $200. That's not my cost basis. My cost basis is like $120. So that's still high. I would have loved to have bought it at 10x less than that, right? $11, where I originally said that this was going to end up being worth $100, $200 and skyrocket back to all-time highs. I said that, right? Way back when. I can't remember the exact date, but I did say it while it was at $11 that Solana will see success. Sorry, Solana will see a lot of success. So yeah, I'm not investing brand new into Solana that's at $100 billion market cap. I wouldn't. We got about 6 minutes to this live stream, and we got 250 people here. Again, if you guys want to sign up for BTCC, feel free to check out my link down below or in the chat. And you can get a 10% deposit bonus, $500 USDT or more, $10,000 extra bonuses, up to $10,000 of extra bonuses per user, 40% lower trading fees, and then you can also have up to 500x leverage. But I recommend doing like a 2x leverage or even doing demo trading. They offer demo trading over here where you can test out the market and see if you're good at trading. Or again, you can do trade a small amount, like $10 at a 2x leverage or $10 at a 5x leverage and see what it's all about. But make sure you understand that you have to be disciplined. Make sure you understand what leverage trading is all about and the risks that it provides. So feel free to check out that link for BTCC down below. They are partnered with the channel and it does help out quite a bit. Again, I'll go over that spiel in 5 minutes. Coming in right at the end, as usual, Matt. What time in general are you starting the lives now? So typically, I'll try and do my lives somewhere around 5 to 5:30 a.m. Eastern, but it all depends, right? Some days, like Thursdays, I think I can do a little bit longer. It all depends on what's happening during the day. But I do have to, like, I take the kids to school, and like, I actually drive them to school. I don't just put Harper on the bus. Once Hayden can get on the bus, which will be next year, that's when both of them will get on the bus, and I don't have to worry about actually taking them to school unless the bus comes here late. So we'll see about that. But yeah, it's around 5 to 5:30. I'm either doing like 1.5 to 2 hours, and it's not every day. It's sparingly. I try to do as many as I can, but it all depends if I wake up. And this has been easier to do this because um, I haven't been going to the gym lately because I have elbow tendonitis, and this thing just is a problem. Like I can't lift anything, and it just never heals. Never. It's like from what I heard, it takes months. My brother said he had elbow tendonitis, and it literally lasted 6 months. And I was like, if this is gonna last 6 months, I'm just gonna cut my arm off now. I'm just playing. I can still use it. It's just it's difficult to lift things. Do you hold chain link? Only in leverage trading. I don't hold it outright. Doge Lamar's doing good last night. I'm not a big fan of Doge Lamar's. DJT stock hitting highs as we speak. Interesting. When's the Stonk channel streams? Yeah, I don't typically stream about the stock market much. I mean, I've probably done one over the last year. I probably should use KT tape to provide support for it. You're probably right. I should use KT tape, but I feel like you only need to use that during sports. Like I can't just sit here and have KT tape on, right? Am I wrong? You know what? I should go. YouTube is a great platform to actually do that. That's a good idea. Is to search, you know, how to heal elbow tendonitis. All right. Just search. Yeah, YouTube is great. We have followed you since your live pre-market stock market days. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that a lot, and I still would love to. Obviously, if there was more and more support for it, but there's definitely a lot of support right now for cryptocurrency, and also I've invested a lot more money into cryptocurrency. I have a decent amount into stocks, but because I in just my longer term um, stock plays like Coinbase and AMC and Nvidia and MicroStrategy, Tesla, Coca-Cola, all of those. I have um, a decent amount of money, 24,000 that's sitting over in my Webull account. So I could honestly continue to go over there and see what I'm investing into and my stocks of the day that I plan on buying and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, I think I was starting my golf channel those days. Yeah, I still have that golf channel as well. But yeah, I could do this, especially with the dividend account and going over what's happening there and just all the money that I have in investments. But um, yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you being here since those times. That's amazing. Uh, Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below for Twitter, for Patreon. I'm going to have some Patreon videos later that I post. I have right now a poll over there, a public poll. So if you want to go over there and be a free member, you can. And I post things, for free as well. I want to do, sorry, give me a second. I want to do more of a course load that you can do over there because Patreon just allowed you to like pay per post. So if I want to make it available for anybody to have to pay for it for a course that I make, whether it's just leverage trading 101 and actually fully take the time to break that down and make videos, highly edited videos, I can do that. So I plan on posting a lot more over there. So feel free to check that out. Anyways. Also, follow, did I say follow me on Twitter? Follow me on Twitter. Check out the link down below for BTCC if you guys are interested in that platform. It honestly is a good platform. They partner with the channel. It's great. You can get a lot of different bonuses and stuff and everything there. And you can do up to 500x leverage. But thank you guys for watching again. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you on the next one.